Greetings everyone, welcome to TokenNuggets. In this short session, we have a rant about our new speaks, Bitcoin and the El Salvador adoption, Sushiswap and Harmony Protocol partnership, and an update on our Harmony validator duties thus far. There is a bonus section at the end of the video with a short guide on how to stake MATIC Polygon tokens on the MATIC network. We hope someone finds it useful. As always, thank you for your time. Don't forget to comment, share, like, and subscribe. And do please remember that none of the content of this video is to be taken as financial advice. Again, thank you for your time. Enjoy. Greetings everyone, welcome back to another session with the usual suspects, TokenNuggets here, and we have another rant to talk about what's going on in the market and a bit of updates on our validator duties with the Harmony Protocol. First of all, as per usual, we do a quick round and meet the guests. We'll start from Africa. Iguan, introduce yourself, please.
Hello everyone, Iguan here, all the way from Lagos. It's good to be back again, and tokens or coins still fascinate me.
Excellent, thank you for that. And of course, we'll go over to Germany. Jedi K, introduce yourself, please.
Hi guys, this is Jedi K. By day, I'm a program manager, and in my free time, what I call a crypto hobbyist, and I try to connect the dots, and that's why I'm called the dot connector.
Excellent, thank you for that. Okay, quick, thank you for that, guys. Well, not a lot to discuss today, but of course we'll go with our usual format and have a look at the new speaks. So the new speaks for today would be, we'll start with the stories on our Instagram. Some of those stories have disappeared, but we'll start with the first one here. Again, the title here is, well, it's a post by NFT on Instagram. This will talk about the CryptoPunk avatar and all that. So the news says Jay-Z has added a CryptoPunk as his Twitter profile. So if we dig into the news, into the story, let's have a look at the post. So all eyes were on Jay-Z after he changed his profile picture to CryptoPunk 6095, which was purchased for 55 ETH, 55 Ethereum. Okay, so the rapper also announced that he's dropping his album Reasonable Doubt as an NFT. So hip hop heads would know that that's one of the rapper's classic albums. And then, of course, it goes on in the post to show us what is the new profile photo or profile picture, his avatar on his Twitter page. That's what it is now. It's an interesting one. That's the CryptoPunk avatar that Jay-Z's just purchased for 55 Ethereum. So there's all this talk about the CryptoPunk and all of that. Anyone got anything to say about the CryptoPunk thing?
I know this. I've gotten a few, and now I want to get more being minted right now on the Harmony One chain. So yeah,
excellent. I'm all So are you growing a collection? Because it appears there's people are growing collections and people are just picking this up. I'm keen to know how all of this works, because Slugum Crypto has a leader. I think he has a collection as well. So it's one that we should look out for, see what's going on in that world. So how many have you collected, Jedi K, thus far?
I think I have about 3 or 4 now.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, I need to mint new ones. Maybe I might be lucky and get a rare one.
Excellent. There's a lot of that going on. Cool stuff. Are you keen on this? You go on.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's something I would like to explore eventually. Yeah, something I really like to explore as well. Because it's like we say, it's those that are early that get the benefits of the gains at the end. So absolutely. It's something I'm willing to explore, yeah.
Absolutely. We should have a look at what's going on with that and Harmony at some point as well. Anyway, yeah, we'll move on. Right. That's an interesting one, the NFT story. Yes, and there was another little snippet here by Cynthia Loomis, a US senator. She just made the statement, and a quote here: "I'm really excited about the dip. As soon as it drops a little more, I'm going to buy." So that's a little telling from a senator, but it's interesting, and it's good to know that people in power reckon with it. And of course, this story came out early today. from the Financial Times, and it says regulators begin to grapple with DeFi. So that's the lead. And then over here it says blockchain projects that aim to cut out the middleman are growing so fast that regulators risk being overwhelmed. And then a little snippet here also says lawyers and cryptocurrency advocates say the rapid growth of DeFi in the past year has caught authorities off guard. So that is interesting. So it appears that there's going to be a lot of looking by the powers that be. What are your thoughts, guys? What do you think? Here to stay? DeFi here to stay? What are your thoughts?
I think it's still a bit too early to tell. I'd say it's here to stay, and I think it's still just getting a foothold, so to speak. So I wouldn't judge DeFi too early.
Interesting. Yeah, good one. But again, we have to just keep an eye on things and see how it all goes. But one thing's for sure, when new technologies like this make the front page, then, you know, for me, I think it's cautionary. Don't they say buy the rumor, sell the news, as they say? But it is interesting, all in all. It is interesting. So we'll keep an eye on that. And of course, CZ of Binance put up a tweet saying, you know, still worried about Bitcoin going to zero. Relax and think, it won't. On top of many other reasons, it is now legal tender in a few countries. Okay, so guys, one quick one. Do you've heard of the whole El Salvador thing? What are your thoughts on that? You think it's good for El Salvador? What are your thoughts? Do you think we should just watch and see how it all pans out? What are your thoughts?
I think on two fronts. One, watch and see how it pans out, because you never know. You know, quick decisions are made, and then it depends on how El Salvador as a country plans to execute the statements and make it happen in real life, in real terms. Then on the other hand, if it does succeed, it's good for everybody else all over the world. I mean, it just shows it's here to stay. It just makes the foundation more solid. Pretty much, that's the way I see it.
Jedi K, you got any you want to opine on this one?
To be honest, I think it's here to stay. You know, the door, basically the cat has been let out of the bag. It's even if it doesn't work out fine for El Salvador, and that's a big if. There are other countries looking into it, and that's one of the things scaring most governments right now. You know, with the currencies we're all used to. It's here to stay. It's not going anywhere, and people just have to adapt, because as humans, and we gotta adapt. Things are changing. There was a time when there was also a lot of FUD about the internet not too long ago, that it won't work and it won't go anywhere. It's just for nerds and We've had the same thing going on and still going on about the DeFi and cryptocurrencies, but we are going to adapt. That's how I see it. The world will adapt.
Yeah, it is interesting. Yeah, speaking of El Salvador, this piece of news here as well says Bitcoin rises as El Salvador set to make it, I suppose that's the title there, set to make it legal tender on 7th of September. So, okay. Interesting one. Very quick read. We'll just go through this. So the price of Bitcoin rose for the third day. On Friday, after El Salvador revealed it would officiate the cryptocurrency as legal tender on 7th of September. Okay. And interestingly, I caught this again. I don't know if you guys heard this as well. It said it announced that it would give every citizen $30 in Bitcoin via a Chivo e-wallet using facial recognition.
If I may jump in here, because anyway, the wallet provider or the whole wallet thing is linked to the government, and they are doing KYC,
AML.
Yeah. So at the end, it's the same thing. You go there with a picture of yourself and your ID and all your details,
Okay, let's just spend this time hearing, listening to what Jack Mallers is saying about this. So anyway, the story says the greatest response in television history by Jack Mallers, and it's by Crypto Aims. They posted this on their Instagram, so we shared it. So let's listen to it.
The world, not interested in stepping up to make this happen. You're kind of going at alone without these big organizations that usually step in and help second and third world nations get up to speed.
Liz, I wonder why they're upset. Because from a high level view, you're talking about a country, a sitting president that has to look at 70% of the lives living within his country that don't have financial access, that can't live a high quality of life because they don't have a vehicle to save and grow wealth. And all he's doing is plugging into an open distributed system to give hope to his country, to bring financial inclusion and basic human freedom.
Sorry.
And no, hold on.
Let me interrupt. They could lose everything. Well, because there are many stories, legions of them, of people being locked out of their accounts. Or, there was just this situation recently where you had a Bitcoin company in Africa setting up and then absconding with the money. I mean, maybe they're working on the side of protecting these people. Do you see that side?
I think it says a lot more about the folks that are against basic human freedom and plugging into an open system than it is those for fighting for human freedom. The dollar is still legal tender. El Salvador is not going against any pre-existing efforts. It's plugging into a new system where it sees hope and a better future for its citizens. I fundamentally see no issue with that. I think there's a lot of useful problems to solve with Bitcoin. And the problems you're bringing up are to do with a certain company or certain individual event. Bitcoin is an open distributed network. There is no central point of failure. There is no central counterpart that can make any decisions on behalf of a government, a president. If the president is to go haywire and lose his mind, the Bitcoin network is going to defend against it and not care one bit. There are no risks in plugging into an open, free, true system and giving his country hope. I see no problem with that, and I have a problem with those that do see a problem with that and are trying to get in the way. I find that morally wrong.
Well, what are your thoughts on that? Good response?
Yeah, it's really, he nailed it. He nailed it. It's those fighting against it that I'm all suspicious of, and they are morally wrong. It's just wrong.
It is
basically they're taking away hope. That's it. They're taking away hope for these people to be able to have the financial freedom. So what the hell is happening there? The interviewer mentioned something about they could lose everything. Well, if something happens to the dollar as well, it's gone, right? Well, you can print more paper. It's in the US that will happen, not in El Salvador, right? Their buying power will still disappear. It's the same thing.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah. Thoughts on that, Igor? Interesting response from Jack Mallers?
Yeah, I think I share Jedi K's views on that as well. Yeah. I mean, they've got nothing to lose, to be honest. I mean, because the threat of the dollar value dropping, I don't think it has any impacts per se on a country that's offshore, so far away from the United States itself.
Yeah, it is interesting. So interesting one, guys. Yeah, good story. And then, of course, that also leads us to this last story here. Again, it's from Openware. So it says DeFi is now at $100 billion industry. So it says DeFi became an over $100 billion industry in just a few years. The term DeFi is short for decentralized finance and believed to have been first mentioned in August 2019 in a Telegram chat between Ethereum developers Injair of Set Protocol and Blake Henderson of 0x and Brendan Foster of Dharma. That's another Dharma protocol. Yeah. So DeFi has specific characteristics such as the fact that cryptocurrency trading software on these distributed networks allows people to control their assets and transfer value from one person to another without using intermediaries such as banks. So all hail DeFi then, I suppose. So it all ties back into what we're talking about with DeFi and decentralizing stuff. So that's an interesting one. So that rounds up that story. But one more piece of news with regards to Harmony and Sushiswap. So we heard this news. We heard this during the week. We'll just go through this anyway. Sushiswap to deploy full suite of sushi products on Harmony's blockchain. And there's a quote from the founder here. We believe this partnership with Sushi is just the beginning of bringing millions of people into decentralized finance, said Harmony founder Steven said. So, wow. I think that's an interesting one, but we'll just go through it just to get the gist of it. So as the Harmony blockchain approaches the second year, 2-year anniversary of its mainnet launch, the centralized exchange Sushiswap will be deploying sushi products related to rewards and yield farming. And I suppose we're all keen on that. And yeah, as a DeFi enthusiast, Sushi is one of those projects that you ought to be aware of. In a Thursday announcement from Sushi, the project said it would be partnering with Harmony to introduce liquidity mining rewards for Sushi, rewards for Kashi borrowing and lending, Sushi-specific hackathon challenges, and other products. That's always good. Hackathons are always welcome, all of these protocols. In Harmony's aim to reach 10 billion people, it will be sponsoring a 1 million hackathon with Sushi featuring 4 challenges, with additional details to come in July. So that's brilliant. I'll skip that and I'll read this quote again. We believe this partnership with Sushi is just the beginning of bringing millions of people to decentralized finance, said Steven Say. As our mainnet matures, we are onboarding more key DeFi primitives that will enable access to many new communities. So as part of the partnership, products include Sushi deploying liquidity mining campaign on Harmony with 1 million in onsen, that's 1 rewards, and 1 million in 1 Sushi rewards available over 12 months. In addition, liquidity providers of Sushi's 1/1 and ETH pairing pool can earn Sushi rewards according to the blockchain's onsen campaign. That's brilliant. So the Kashi lending platform, that's Sushi's lending platform, will also offer users 2 million yield rewards on their assets through the Bento box on Harmony. Though the vault is native to Sushi and will not be moving to the new blockchain, Sushi said the centralized apps built using Bento box, in this case Kashi, can utilize all its assets. That's fantastic. So read more about Sushiswap, and let's actually see how Sushiswap is performing on the DeFi Pulse Index of DEXs. Again, guys, we always come to this just to see how DeFi is faring. There's been a dip as well in all the markets generally. So let's see how Sushi is another one of those DEXs. So Sushi is holding this 3rd place here, and total value locked in Sushi is over 2.25 billion. Quite decent, given the dip as well. And of course, Uniswap is still high up there. We're big on Uniswap as well. So yeah, that's interesting. So yeah, it's good to know that Harmony Protocol are getting ahead with good partnerships. We hope this blossoms. Interesting one. Okay, so that about rounds off the rant from me with the news speaks. But one thing's for sure, the markets is blood on the streets, as they say. Again, with this volatility, it comes opportunity for some. If someone was saying that they envied people who are just getting into crypto now because you can get to buy the dips and see what's going on. Let's see how Harmony is faring. Actually, let's see how Harmony is faring. Still at 5 cents. Okay. Excellent. It's holding strong at 5 cents. Let's see how it all pans out. Hopefully the market picks up again. So that leads us on to the next section. Just a quick overview of how we are doing on our Harmony validator duties. This is the analytics page, and this is a summary. So we currently have a total of 5,645,330 Harmony One coins tokens staked with us. We increase our stake weights, 356 unique delegates. Thank you to all delegators. That's the numbers gone up. Thank you very much indeed. And of course, we're still on the 0% fee for now. We'll keep everyone informed if any changes were to occur. And of course, our average ER currently stands at 12.27 at the moment. So if you look at the front end and see how we are faring, we'll have a quick look at that. This is the front page. Okay. And of course, it gives you all the data there. It tells you what slot we're on, what shard we're on, lifetime rewards, and latest expected returns. Of course, this wouldn't tally per se. You'd have to look into the analytics page for the current expected returns. And these are all the validators. I mean, all the delegators. We thank you, all 356. Thank you very much indeed. And hopefully we'll get to do some sort of a giveaway at some point. We'll have to structure that out at some point. So thanks to all our delegators.
I was just thinking the same thing. Like, we should do a giveaway when we hit 500.
Yeah, we should actually, ideally, we should actually be marking the milestones, But yeah, that sounds like a good one. When we get to 500 delegators, perhaps we...
or 1,000 maybe.
Or 1,000, yeah, even better.
Yeah. At 500, we do something. At 750, we do something. At 1,000.
Okay, so we mark the milestones kind of thing. Yeah. Okay. So maybe we should, then we have to decide what to give away then. Okay. So we'd have to talk about that and find out what it is to give away to. Maybe by that time we would have collected a few, how many, the CryptoPunks, how many CryptoPunks tokens, NFTs that we can share. Okay. So that about rounds it off. Again, thank you very much indeed. I think, if you guys have any news or anything that's on your mind you want to talk about or anything you want to share, please by all means. Otherwise, we'll just do a quick last words. Yeah, let's do the last words. So last words from the guys. We'll start from Africa. Iguan, last words from you. Let's round off.
All right, it's a good time again. And I'll just say the streets are red or the markets are red. Just keep holding out. Hold out, is going to get better.
It's to get better, surely. Jedi K, last words from you.
All right, it was a good one, short and sweet. You already gave me my work to do now. Mm-hmm. I'll be trying to connect those dots on that wallet. Absolutely. So, and we'll let you know. And also to the viewers and those who've been following our channel, apologies for the delay in our usual Hodler Live update. I'm going to work on that, and we'll share it on sometime during this week.
Excellent. That's essential, actually. Just still keep an eye on the Hodler Live. Doesn't matter. Yeah, it's the Hodler Live. So the Hodler Live is the Hodler Live. Yes. Okay. And well, for this part, I'm going to say thanks to the RoJo validators. The RoJo validators. We had a session with them 5 days ago. Well, last week actually. It was well received, and thanks to them for actually promoting the video. We got about 18,000 views. So thank you very much indeed to the RoJo validators. Have a look on Robert and Jose's page on Twitter, and please by all means follow them. They are Harmony One validators like ourselves. So by all means, do get in touch with them, and thanks to them again. And to Slugum Crypto as well. Okay, well, on that note, guys, I shall say thank you very much indeed for your time. Thank you for joining. And on that note, peace. Have a great week ahead. Thank you. This is how we stake MATIC. So I've prepped a few things. So this is the portal, MATIC staking. This is the V2 wallet. So you get to the V2 wallet here. When you arrive here, this is the address is wallet.matic.network. And so upon arrival here, it prompts you to connect your wallet. You can see my Metamask wallet is connected here. And in there is my MATIC tokens. Start earning rewards with Polygon staking. You have the options here: become a validator, become a delegator. There's also a video here that shows you how to become a delegator if you so wish. So, watch that. Take you to another default screen here, and it gives you the staking tutorial step by step, what you need to do. So it's quite a good one, really, because it's in sort of short bites kind of thing. Okay, so we leave that and go back to here, to the main MATIC portal. So our Metamask wallet is connected, and we have these options here. We want to become a delegator, so we click on that. And of course, just like you would have any other sort of staking platform, you have a list of delegators, and the delegators have been listed, and you can toggle the lists here. So I did some digging on them and, quite decent. As a commission, 0% and 99% uptime. Okay, dig in, let's see their profile. So 630 delegators. What have the total rewards earned thus far? Quite a bit. They only started with that. It is interesting how things work in blockchain with all of that. And the total stake, combined total of all of these wallets. So it's quite heavy hitters in that wallet, you can tell. Okay, so let's attempt to go with this guy. Again, if you want to do some more digging on them, you can go and check their portal and all of that. I'm not shilling them. It's just a node validator that I thought maybe want to go with because of the 0% fee and total rewards earned. So they've been working. We carry on. We click on become a delegator, and of course it can tell here that we have 1,000 MATIC, and of course the estimated transaction fee would be $7.34, which isn't bad really. Continue. Valid stake amount. Beg your pardon. So click on max, put everything in there, and click on continue. And then of course Metamask Wallet is invoked. There's a difference there. That's 734 and that. Okay, let's see what it gives. Okay, so we click on confirm and transaction in progress. Let's see how that works. Okay, so that's the first step. We've approved this, and then now we need to delegate, and in order to delegate we need $33.07. Okay, tap on click on delegate again, and MetaMask again invokes what we have. Now it's gone up a little bit. Yeah, there'll be some fluctuation there. So we click on confirm, and then we get the transaction in progress here. Voila, your delegation will take. So delegation completed. Your MATIC tokens are staked successfully on validator. All no 0% free. Your delegation will take 1 to 2 minutes to reflect in your account. So there we have it. That is how to stake MATIC or delegate your MATIC tokens on the MATIC network.